Yes, people. Welcome to Never a Foul. Big up. If you're here and you're new, make sure you subscribe, especially if you're a new subscriber. We like likes on the video, nice and early. Look, there's 58 in the building already for the like total, so big up there. Obviously, we're going to be talking about what's in the title. As you saw yesterday, Man United got pounded by Liverpool 3-0. Was that the full story? Should it be a worry? It should be a worry. That's the question. That's another question and a statement. And obviously, Chelsea versus Man City. Did they display good or bad signs? We can digest that as well in a little bit full. But we're joined by obviously the Rivals Not Virals crew. Man like Deji up top there in his yellow top. And why are you black and white? But your top's yellow.
But I don't even know what's going on, to be honest with you. I've been having problems with the color all but I'm gonna get it all sorted.
Oh, don't worry. So is the far right. Yeah, sounds like
I don't think your mic's on.
My mic's not.
Oh, it's the wrong lead.
1 second, there we go.
You're looking tan, bro.
Oh,
Word.
I had a good couple of weeks.
How was the trip?
Bro, I had a relaxing 7 days and a mad 2 days. And then I returned to fucking this shit country.
Yeah, was the weather just different? It was just hitting different out there.
Greece was mad. Like, and then Barcelona was madder as well. So yeah, man, good relaxing holiday. Anyone that doesn't have kids, bro,
I'm trying to be like you, bro.
Don't try and be like me. Don't have to stay in this country. Yeah, before you have children, decide where you want to live and get the fuck out of this country, bro, because this country is fucked.
There you go, man. Can you hear his mic now? Yeah.
That's the government might shut that off, by the way, man. You got be careful, man. Government might shut you off, man. Be careful what you say. Yeah, I agree.
What
are you saying, Lee, man?
Bro, literally all good, man. Like I said, just back in the back here. I've got my office done now, so yeah, man. Back, bro. Back.
Yeah, we got like what? How long till the league starts? Two more, less than 2 weeks away.
12 days.
12 days. You mean for Man United, isn't it?
Of course. Who else? Cass, who else would I mean?
Oh, you play on Friday, innit?
Who else?
You play on the Friday, innit?
Yeah, we play Friday. Friday lights under Old Trafford against Fulham.
I think you'll be alright.
They might be there.
You'll be alright.
Smith
Rowe. Telling me, by the way,
yeah.
Don, boy to boy, we telling me.
I'm cushioning, bro. I'm calm.
You good, yeah? You sure,
good, bro? I'm calm,
great, yeah.
Just great than it could ever be, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dats might even link up, get a little roast before the big one. You know, we play on a Sunday. So
I feel like Twitter fingers sent the trigger fingers of this one because I just remember you like talking a whole load of was on my team and then Celtic bareback G-man with no lube, and then you decided to talk shit about my team and say West Ham has a better attack and midfield than me, only for then you to get barebacked by City with no.
I said they got a better midfield than you, buddy.
Right.
Don't try lie now.
Midfield and potentially debatable in the attack. Debatable. It was debatable.
I think you got better attack. Jota and Salah, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm just saying, and it was cheeky for you and Ches to do this, the Mario and Luigi thing, the itchy and scratchy thing on my message thing. And next thing I know, how about this?
Fit and Barney thing.
I was 10 minutes late. 10 minutes late to the game, and you man, I see it's man a 2-0 down.
Oh, by the way,
give me a chance. You mean give me a chance? Give me a chance, man.
By the way, Deji, I know Man United lost and Chelsea lost, but you're not scot-free either. You also lost.
Yeah, look, we lost, bro, but you got to understand the context.
Context.
Let me explain the context. First and foremost.
Yeah, go on.
First and foremost, I'm not gonna lie.
Pre-season
or no pre-season,
company.
I've been saying it. Man United, Chelsea, West Ham. Them three teams are some of the dustiest teams I've ever seen.
Hold on, bro. That's West no context. We're talking about Tottenham.
I'm
gonna get to my club, but I'm telling you right now, it's looking long for Man United. And Don, it's good that you're looking away right now. Now, as for my club, let me tell you one. Let me give you the context real quick. We've been in the Asia region for about 10 days. You know what I mean? Double sessions, rare. These men have come in fresh. Do you know what I mean? They've been in the hotel, little 5-star hotel, and they've come out and they've wanted to put on a display. For me, why we're out there is we're out there to get our fitness levels up. Chat to me on the weekend, because I think we're playing Bayern Munich again. I think we're playing them this weekend. If they pop us this weekend, then I know we got problems.
Wait,
but
so
me,
Deji, hold on, Deji, wait, are you telling me Vincent Kompany said don't cry, I'll give you something to cry about?
No, there's nothing to cry about just yet, bro. Do you know what I mean? What we're trying to do is just get our players up to speed. You know, humid weather.
That only applies to Spurs, by the way, apparently.
And also, we've been out there 10 days, and it's been quite grueling. Bayern Munich just arrived, so they're fresh. As for you, man, you are playing with your compatriots, your people of equal status out in the US, which is not as hot, not as humidified.
Yes, it is.
And you've been putting in dusty upon dusty performance each for the last 2 games that we've seen. And you know what I want to just say about Chelsea, Don? So Don came out here last week talking about Maresca's the change he's going to make over.
Don't worry, Don.
Is the possession team. The possession game. Well, we saw how your possession game worked at the back, didn't it? Giving the ball away and Haaland just banging for fun. I mean, that's what we're looking at right now. So we already know you man are a hot mess. But don't worry, Don. Training will sort that out, wouldn't it? Training. So
hold on.
Don't worry.
I want to know where Deji was last week. I didn't hear from Deji last week, you know. I didn't hear from you last week, bro. Where were you?
Who?
You, bro.
You didn't hear from who?
You are part of the batch. I said this before. There's a couple Lions, including Lee. Yeah, you lot are the Lions in Africa, bruv. You come out. When you lot smell prey, that's the only time you come out. Last week, you were nowhere to be seen, you know.
We played Bayern Munich. Yeah. We did.
I've just checked your lineup. You had a very strong lineup. And like you said,
by the way, they faced 22 shots. They faced 22
11 on target.
11 on target. Yeah, Spurs. No, look, because you know what happened, yeah? You know what is why we have to start with Spurs a little sec, yeah? Deji, for context. Do you want a context? So let's give you the context, yeah? I watched the part of it. I thought, you know what? Let me dabble into this bullshit, yeah? You lot have been getting away with playing K-League All-Stars, bro. You've been playing next man and getting excited. And then you wanted to drop it on Chelsea the other day. Do you remember? I got a whole clip on that, by the way. And Osman, no, wait. But you finally played a company who's not proven, by the way, a bit like Maresca, as actually exactly the same. But you faced 22 shots and 11 on target with a strong side. Would you like to explain that? I believe that you watched your game, right? What your excuse is? What your excuse is? Wait, hold on. Did you say Bayern were fresh? Bro, so they're not even fit yet.
Bro, they were fresh, bro. But let me look. I can see what you man are doing. But if you remember, what I need you man to do is to remember our conversations.
What you mean? Your bet?
Like this is something new. I already told you that the big thing that's happened this preseason with my club is the fact that when the young guns are the ones showing up. I said it. I said every game that Tottenham have played pre-season with the so-called first team lineup, they've been dusty. As soon as they bring on the young guns, that's when my club do their thing. And that's exactly what happened against Bayern Munich. We brought on the old guard. They were rubbish. First half was a disgrace. Brought on the young people. Second half, it was game on, and it was a lot more of a closer game. And really, Tottenham should have finished off their dinner. Could have easily drawn the game. But for me, I'm not too concerned. Bring the boys back.
Are you concerned about Villa getting active in the transfer window, though?
Yeah, that's the rival.
Am I concerned about who?
Villa.
No.
Really?
Unite Emery can't multitask. You know that.
Deji honestly lives in a Spurs bubble, bro.
No, as for you,
I swear down, bro.
As for you,
this team that you love to cook, beat these guys last year, bro.
Can I
Deji, let me just ask you. Let me just ask you real quick, because last week, obviously, you know, I was out. There was a lot of, you know, propping up that I did for you in terms of Spurs and the whole Chelsea thing in terms of saying that you have a possibility. But looking at your squad, you know, you do have to be honest and say that Chelsea do have a very good opportunity to finish above you. I will say that. When you look at your squad, I just think that there are so many holes. If you get one injury I didn't realize Udogie, because I did watch a little bit.
Udogie's injured still.
I didn't know Udogie was injured, and you're playing Ben Davies. If you get Van de Ven injured, you're playing Ben Davies. Yeah. If you've got any issues up front, you've got Brennan Johnson, you've got Kulusevski, who flatters to the sea. You've got Werner. So I think for you, it isn't looking good. Your first 11, it looks icy. But when you then come to playing Thursday, Sunday, or Thursday, Sunday, and you're going to be playing sometimes midweek, you might play Thursday, then it is Saturday, but you might have 2 games in a week, 3 games in a week. Yeah. It's not looking nice for you. So I do think that you've got to be a little bit careful. That bet you've got with Don, bro, I don't know.
That bet with Don.
That's free Muller, man. You know what I'm saying?
With Don, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see Don, I just want to raise it again. Do you know what I mean? But let me tell you, I hear what you're saying. It didn't look great. The game didn't look great. But for me, what you're seeing with my club is that we are legitimately experimenting with a lot of things. Other teams are playing their full-on strength team. Chelsea have no excuse with what they were doing out there. They were dusty again. They tried to put on a performance after that disaster, the diabolical performance against Celtic, and they got slapped even more. As for we
had another game after that one, did you? We had another one after that.
We didn't even have any of our back line in there. There's bare man missing in my team, bro. We're just getting the legs, we're just running, and we were tired, bro. Come with a fresh Spurs team. It is long, but you are right. Take a couple players out, and I'm just hoping we can bring in 2 or 3 replacements for the very fact that you've said if Tottenham get injuries, we are in trouble. The fact that Ben Davies is still there and we ain't got rid of him is a disgrace. There's a couple men that are disgraced, but I'm stand by this. Chelsea are still they're still worse than Spurs, bro.
I'm genuinely disappointed in Spurs because I think you had an opportunity to do a lot more. I feel like you had at least 2-3 more players in the door, and I think you would have been fighting definitely for that top 4. But right now, bro, it's hard. Like I have to put you in 6th place. I have to put you even 7th place because Newcastle are above you. I don't want to do that. I genuinely don't.
I don't know why Eddie was laughing, bro.
No. It's just you get injuries. I'm not even just.
You're able to.
That's just what happens, bro. That's what happens.
Deji, you can't really claim pre-season, yeah, because you're that guy that gets excited in September. So,
Look, Taps, at the end of the day, I don't know if you. I can't remember if you were on the show the last time.
Smelling dusty.
But for me and my club, we can't wait for the season to start, bro. In fact, this whole pre-season thing where we're traveling,
2 months, it's crazy.
I get it because September's your best month of the season, bro. September, October is your September, October is my April, May. So I understand why you want.
I'll be real with you, Daps. I can't wait for your manager to leave. That's it. That's the only conversation.
There's not even this season again. Like, bro, you keep saying that.
I want him to leave so we can level the playing field.
Deji, let's go to when Pep wasn't at City. We still won 2 leagues. So what are you talking about, bro? Like,
bro, I would like to see what City do.
Well, let's take you back to Mancini and Pellegrini area.
I just want to know what you guys are capable of.
Tell me what era was good for you, bro. Remind me what era.
I just want to know what you man can do once your manager
win leagues. That's what we did before, bro.
Well, I don't think so, bro. I really don't think so.
No, but we did.
I think once he leaves, that's it for you, man. It's a level playing field. Okay. As for Chelsea,
it is level. It will be level. It will be level, but not for your club.
I think you'd be surprised, bro. Remember, in all those seasons that you won the league, there was one team on this panel that was constantly slapping you up. There was one team that was constantly slapping you up, and that was my club.
But you still never won anything.
Remember, though, when it comes to holding licks,
never won nothing,
who gives you the licks?
What? No.
Who is the team that you fear most?
All right, no. So
who is the team you fear most?
Liverpool.
No,
not you. Oh, well,
who is more likely to beat Man City in the match? Liverpool or Spurs?
Deji, please, let's talk facts. So the facts are, that at our gaff, we usually beat you. At your gaff, until this season,
we usually beat you. Your gaff as well, blood.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's not a fact, bro. That isn't a fact. We usually beat you.
Champions Leagues, Prem.
Oh no, bro, you beat us in the Champions League at Argaff. Okay. Yeah, and that's it. The rest of the time, but we're talking this season, bro. And this season, we played you at your gaff twice.
Yeah, this season was a dusty season.
We beat you twice. No, bro, this season was a good season for you. You finished 4th or 5th. Sorry, where did they finish this season? This was a good season for you. You finished 5th. That was a good season for you, bro.
It wasn't, bro.
Finished 1 point ahead of us.
Every Spurs fan knows it was a dusty season. But, you know, I take your point. Like I said, look, it's very difficult to argue with you, Daps. I'm not going to lie. Well done. Do you know what I mean? You've got the 5p on the table. Come chat to me when your manager's gone.
Yeah. No, but Deji, is it not factual that before we had Pep, in I think 4 seasons, we won 2 leagues?
Do you think you would have been as dominant as you guys have been had you not had Pep?
Deji, you are
winning 1 or 2 trophies. Liverpool did that.
Desmond, please listen to me, brother. Yeah.
Go on, Desmond.
Other clubs can do this. Like, I agree, we won't be as dominant without Pep. But you are a Spurs fan. A less dominant City is still winning more trophies than you, man. We were winning trophies every season before Pep. So you can't hope for us. Like, you can look forward to it. But, bro, let's talk about
when are you going to win a trophy, Dej? When?
What are you winning?
The last time you won a trophy with Robbie Keane, bro.
Context?
You see what Robbie Keane looks like now, bro?
Are you going to add context?
Last time, you know? That's what Cotto was.
Are you talking about any trophy or major trophy?
No, bro. Let me below it to you. Any trophy, brother. Any, bro.
Bro, can I be real with you?
Bro?
Can I be real with you?
Yeah, brother,
we will probably win a major trophy before you, man. Because you, man, are fully dusty. How about that?
No, I'm asking you, when are you going to
win?
We'll
probably win a major trophy before you.
When are you winning another trophy,
my club to win the league in season 27-28. I don't expect you to do anything between now and then.
There it is. Okay.
I don't expect Chelsea to do anything between now and then.
Chelsea and Tottenham beef nowadays. That's crazy.
No. He forces the beef with us. He wants the beef with us.
I'm not forcing no beef. I'm not forcing no beef. I don't know why I'm on the show with you.
I think you're forcing the beef with them.
I'm not forcing no beef with Tottenham. Are you crazy? Bro, I was in the mud last year.
Right now, Tottenham are better than bro. As of right now, hold on. Let me give you the reality.
Don't make me laugh.
Right now, Tottenham are playing in the Europa League. Chelsea are playing in the Conference League, and Tottenham right now are better than you, man, in the Prem. So who's forcing the argument with who? Who's forcing the beef with who?
And they're 14 points ahead of us.
Word to Daps, what did it come to?
What did it come to? You're talking as if they're miles ahead of us, bro. They were 14 points ahead. We beat them twice. The second time we had 14 injuries, and we finished 1 point behind them. They lost more games than us last year, if anything. We're doing it. Spurs are shit, bro. And next season, the season that's coming, Deji put 2 bills on his head. He put 2 bills on his head, so that's free money for me, innit?
You finished below them. You finished below them, and you're playing.
I won't finish below them again.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
I do think, I can't believe I'm gonna say it. I do think Chelsea will finish above Spurs now. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I do.
You know what the beauty is about this whole thing?
Go on, Dej.
We'll find the games till the ball gets kicked.
It doesn't matter what you man see, to be honest. Whether you want to be wearing your little Ray Charles sunglasses, I don't care what it is. It don't matter what you see, because none of you saw it last season. Don was shaking his bum violently last season. We're going to finish above Spurs. Rare. They didn't. The problem you don't all have at the moment, like I told you before, is you don't recognize some of the Spurs players at the moment. That's cool, dog. You don't recognize them yet. Let the season start.
As soon as they get recognized,
that's why I don't want to do this pre-season. People chatting rubbish. You know what I'm saying? Tottenham.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
That's not winning the league, is it?
Let me ask you a question, because it's been established already that your squad is dusty. Yeah. So who are you bringing in then? Is it Dominic? You know what I'm saying? Is it Ivan?
It looks highly likely that Solanke could be on his way to my club.
So you think Mr. Daniel's going to pay the 65 M's that Bournemouth won?
But that's already been dismissed, kind of, basically, by the way. They're not going to pay the 65 million.
Bro, at the end of the day,
That's what I'm saying about leaving.
I don't think Solanke's worth that kind of money, to be honest. I don't think I
Are you just glorifying it, though?
What I'm saying. But at the end of the day,
he talks out of two mouths.
I said, look, it's possible.
Whatever exotic, let me ask you something. Whatever exotic you smoke, I need it as well. But actually, I don't even want it because it's doing some crazy things to you. Yeah.
But I already said, if I come across like you, I will remove myself from the stream. How about
you just said
I will unsubscribe myself.
You'll be a sick signing, and then you say, I don't want to pay that much.
I don't need your help. I will remove myself. You know, like that.
Yeah. You see what I think about you, Deji? You see what I think about you? Wake up and smell the coffee. Yeah.
No, Don, let me be real.
You support Tottenham.
Let me tell you what this is.
You support Tottenham. Let me follow a club. You follow a club. What have you seen Tottenham win in your lifetime?
Let me tell you
history lesson. What have you seen your club win?
Let me tell you what this is. Firstly, let me apologize to all 15.
Now he's doing a whole deflecting thing.
Please make sure you like and subscribe. Big up to everyone.
Yeah, please do actually like the video.
Yeah. 200 likes and there's 850 people now.
Cups, man.
Someone wrote on this channel
man. Big up
about the deflection. Yeah, and that's you, Don. The truth of the matter is, you know that your team is one of the dustiest teams we've ever seen. The last two performances from you is worrying. The fact that you can come out here with your chest and be chatting the rubbish that is coming out of your mouth. You're lucky I don't have your address. I would have come to your yard and slapped some sense into your forehead. Do you get what I'm saying? Your team is rubbish, bro. We are seeing it week in, week out. Now, Lee, let me tell you about Lee's point.
Factually incorrect,
Lee is after sex appeal. Right now, my team doesn't. We don't give a damn if you think my team ain't got no back, my brother. Yeah? Because we will still whine and twerk. Just let the thing start and you will see why Lee. Because I know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? I really don't give a damn. Let the season start, we will see Wagwan. As for Man United, the way you lot got chopped up by Liverpool, you lot ain't even worth talking about either, bro. So I don't know how any of you, man, can chat to me.
Deji, let me just say, Deji, I want you to. You know what? I want you to finish as high as you can. I want you to finish in the top four because there are other teams that I haven't. I want you to finish third because there are other agendas that I have, but I just don't know if your squad and your manager have the nous to do it. And you know, there's a lot of you too. You're chatting about Man City, you're chatting about Pep, brother. I think you just need to worry about trying to win a trophy, bro. That trophy conversation, I'm not sure about that one, bro. But listen, I'm trying to help you here. I'm trying to help you here, but you're not. I mean, I'm trying to help you. You're not trying to help me. I just think you've got to be realistic and look at your squad. And I think the up and down from Son, Brennan Johnson, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about
BJ, you know.
BJ. We don't want to talk about Richarlison. We don't want to talk about Werner. Let's just forget them, yeah, because we know what it is.
And you're in Europa League, remember?
Your midfield, and you're in Europa League. Your midfield, I do like some of the players, but again, there's a lot of inconsistencies. There's a guy coming back from a long-term injury, and there's players that have things to prove. I don't know if they can do that or not. You then look at your defense. If you get one or two injuries, bro, whatever you want to say about Chelsea, whatever I think about Chelsea, whatever Mont thinks about Chelsea, how much I think that Chelsea, some of their fans overrate their players, they've got players that go into your squad easily. You've got a £60 million for Fana, whatever you want to say, he goes into your squad. Now, do I think he's better than your centre-backs? Definitely not. Not right now, no. They've got Reece James and Gusto. Bro, they're better than your right back.
No, the painter doesn't get into my squad.
Nah,
who's the painter? Wait, who's the painter?
Gusto, he looks like a painter.
Yeah, he does.
What?
He does look like an artist. But
he looks like an artist. He looks like a painter. I like.
Yeah, I hear you.
If I didn't know Gusto, I think he'd use auto tune in it.
There's a case for us to say that Chilwell. Let's keep it a buck. Chilwell
is better than Davies.
Then you're dogging.
No. Gets into your squad. He does.
We can say that.
But the facts of the matter are, when we look at your squad,
my squad
can't chat to anybody on this panel. Nobody. It can't even chat to Man United. It can't chat to Man United. It can't, bro. It can't, bro. So that's the issue you've got. I want you to do well, bro. I can't believe I'm saying I want you to do well, but you just don't have enough.
You're a liar.
You don't have enough, bro.
Man just gave you a slap in your nose. He slapped your Deji. He just punched you in your nose and basically put you back up and gave you a tissue. Said, "I want you to be all right." But he just back.
You know what it is at the moment. I hear what Lee. No, actually, I'm not offended by what Lee has said because from the outside looking in, Lee is 100% right. But the one thing that I have going for me is the fact that Lee's only saying that because he can only talk about what he knows. There's a lot of unknown players.
But you know some things we don't know.
Bruv, like he can't talk about Bergvall because he doesn't know if Bergvall is certified, although signs are promising. You can't talk too much Bergvall, the new midfielder that we brought in.
You're not relying on Archie Gray this season, are you?
Archie Gray, boy, I doubt it. But again, let's be surprised. I don't think we're relying on him this season. It can't be.
There you go. Then let's look at your left hand side, who is Werner currently, because we know Son's going to play up down the middle. So it's Werner.
No, Son's not playing down the middle, my brother.
Okay, all right. So it's Werner.
Son on the left.
It's Werner, that Solomon guy, and you've also got Son. Bro,
even Son on the left.
Even how poor Mudryk is, he still has a case to be better than Werner. That's how bad he is.
No, he doesn't.
Bro, he does.
So the only thing good about Mudryk is the fact that he uses Fidel Sassoon.
This guy's crazy.
I don't know what it sounds dumb,
Fidel Sassoon, if you Google it, is some shampoo.
What do you think of these things, Deji, man?
Bro, I'm just telling you what it is, bro. I see Mudryk, I see his hair, I see his headpiece, and I'm like, bro, he's using some really nice.
You're taking him with open arms, mate. Huh? You're taking him with open arms, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we wouldn't, bro. Don't be stupid.
Even
but you know what, Lee?
Starts for
Lee, look, I want to cut this segment because I can see a lot of people are getting tired of it now. And look, you're right, but only time will tell. That is the truth. Only time will tell. The young guns that we brought in, Mikey Moore, can play on that left-hand side. We're not talking about him. He's a young
Mikey Moore,
academy. You know what I mean? Bergvall, what he's doing. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what you sounded like, Deji? I'm not gonna lie. You know you sound like right now. Like you kind of get in there. Someone on this panel loves potential talk. Who am I talking about?
If I sound like him, I'm gonna remove myself off the show straight away.
I just find it funny how everyone's doing the youth thing. Everyone's all loving up the youth thing now. You know what I'm saying? Even Monster's loving up the youth thing now. He wants to use what do you call the guys that come out? What do you call the guys that come out of Liverpool? Hold on. What's the people? Hold on, Mons. What's the people that come out of Liverpool? Like you've got Cobhams, you've got what is it? What they called?
EDL.
They call it AXA. They call it AXA, man. AXA.
They can't be called the English defense team from Liverpool.
There's no way. Wait. Who said? Hold on. Who said EDL?
Cass. I did. Cass.
I was gonna say it better not have been done. Cool, that's fine.
Nah, but it's SPL. It's Scout Defense League.
Just never.
Now, what are they actually called? They're called
you man actually employ Alfie. You man actually employ Alfie Gilchrist. Please, just don't even.
Alfie Gilchrist is, bro. He's not even training with the first team, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying it.
Jimmy Hopkins is going soon. Now, what do you call these lot that come out of there, man? Axes.
Brother, it's called.
What do you call it? Axes. What do you mean, bro?
Yeah, but what are they called, bro? You've got Hayland, you've got Cobham, you've got Carrington. What's the Liverpool one called, bro?
Don't know, bro. Melwood was the old training there, and now it's AXA. So I don't know what they call them.
I called them Zionist funders.
Someone else.
What's this? You've had Capelot. Look, let me just do these because I'm gonna move on from the Tottenham segment, anyways. Big up the man, them smash up the likes, people. Look, there's nearly 1,000 people in here. If you ain't done it yet, please hit the likes. It does an importance all around the board. Right, we get new subscribers. That means Big Six Bands gets new subscribers. That means Don gets new subscribers, and Deji gets clipped more. So on that notice, please smash the likes if you haven't done so yet. But big up Capelot as well. I'm pretty sure he said enough. Let me just do this. So he said, Deji, you've never seen your club win the Prem, laughing face as well, which is obviously
Not even an FA Cup.
Not many teams have seen their
Deji, you're old enough to remember it was called Division 1. And even you didn't see that. But anyways, I'm just saying. Justin,
everyone on this panel's seen their club win the league apart from you, Deji.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just saying.
That don't mean it ain't going to come.
No. Quick question for you, Deji. Deji, can you explain how dusty Spurs is facing 22 shots? Apparently, I had about 20 in mind. That high line will get exposed even further this season.
That's something that Lee didn't mention as well. That's something that Lee didn't mention because everyone, listen, and very, very predictable, bro. That high line, boy, teams are gonna want to eat against them lot, especially the top 6 sides, bro.
I'm actually gonna agree with Don there. The only thing I would say in response to that is when you're playing our favoured back 4. They would have had that Bayern Munich team on lock. No Udogie, no Van de Ven, no Romero does make a big difference. We had a makeshift back 4 and people are shaking their bum violently. The back 4 we had pre-season won't even play in the Europa League or the Prem once this coming season. So I can't take that as the yardstick to be hitting my team with a stick. As for your team and your boy Tosin, remember you talking about your boy Tosin? How special he is, how he was going to improve your team. Yeah.
What was Don talking about his boy Tosin?
Well, we saw glimpses of what the Super Eagles can bring to Stamford Bridge, and very exciting times for your club, Don. So yes, let's be careful there. That back 4 we had, you won't see that again. So
Blaze says, how many supers I'm going to send? Spurs finished 2024 below Chelsea, United, Newcastle, Palace, Bournemouth. Only 2 losses less than United's 14. Please stop this Spurs hype for next season.
Blaze, you know what? Like you try and do this little smart thing, but the truth of the matter is, bro, that's just rubbish. Yeah.
Is it not factual?
Bro, look, let me tell you, it's not factual because we judge it on Premier League finish. Premier League finish tells us that Spurs were 5th. That's all I care about. You trying to do this little Egyptian calendar thing ain't gonna be working tonight. I don't give a damn about it, bro. I don't want to be hearing that's like someone telling me, well, you know, I was born in Jan and my child was born in September. So how comes they're not playing in the same year in the academies earlier on?
So you just remember that, Deji. You just remember that at the start of the season, please.
I will remember that. You guys taught me. It's about results. It's about the trophy. It's about where you finish. So Blaze trying to do the Egyptian calendar, that don't work on Never a Foul, mate. We deal with facts. My club finished 5th, and that's all that matters.
So that's an opinion then. Why supporting Tottenham, Deji? Is it because you were born in their ends, or are you a shareholder? What's the rationale?
Man is from Tottenham. I was born in the ends. I went to school in the ends, and I love my club. And I like to see my team get back to the glory days, and that's my purpose. You get me? And I will keep doing what I'm doing.
When was the glory days, bro?
Don't.
1960 was a glory time, no? For Spurs? Whether you doesn't matter how long ago it was the glory days.
Blow the dust off.
I hear it, bro. We won 4 trophies in the 60s.
We did the double, my G. The first
we did a English Cup and a European Cup in the 60s as a double as well. So yeah.
Respect, bro. But my team was the first team to do the league and European double. Do you get me? And what we're trying to do is go back to I think it was FA Cup and League or whatever. Whichever double it was, we were the first to.
So you don't know your own history.
And we're going to be going back to that.
All right, you don't know your own history, it's all right. Mickey says this Deji guy waffles lot, get off Dusty Club, and then Ibby says Deji comes buy Alvarez for 80 million.
He's a good player, you know, and I think he's worth 80 million.
There's not a chance he's going to you, man. Man's a serial winner.
I would love Alvarez at my club.
Yeah, bro, he'd never end up at your club. He is a serial winner.
I'm just going to move the conversation on to what yesterday. Obviously, that was just a bit of a Spurs regulator, a little bit, just to put Deji back in his place. But someone that might need to also be put in his place. Don, we're going to start your team, to be fair. Like Chelsea versus Man City, like obviously, some might say they saw good signs. That's rewatched the game himself in the living room earlier, and he can see it for himself, or he can speak on what he saw. And also, you know, with the good signs or bad signs, you know, take it away, man. I need to hear what you have to say, because I saw some Ches positives on the. I was trying to be objective with it, like from what I saw of my opinion, anyways, right?
Our takes were similar, bro.
The positive that he said were not true in my eyes. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm ready to cuss you, man, if I can't.
I think your best player was. I think your best player was Raheem Sterling.
I'll probably say him or Madueke, one of them. They were both good. They were both good when they came on. But yeah, bro, listen, that lineup, I did not expect to see that, bro. I was trying to work out who was gonna play where. Like I'm seeing Enzo, Dewsbury Hall, Caicedo, Lavia, Mudryk all in one team. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? Is Mudryk gonna be on the right with Dewsbury Hall on the left? But he actually went with Gusto left wing, bro. Gusto was basically playing left wing. Mudryk on the right. He stunk last year when I saw him play there against West Ham. And then you had Enzo in between the lines, who for me isn't comfortable in that position. You know what I'm trying to say? So when I saw that lineup, I said, yeah, it's not going to be balanced in it. But let's see, because preseason is all about trial and error. Let's see what works. Let's see who can play where. Give guys fitness like Deji said and whatnot. And listen, from minute go, it was very clear to me that there was no fluidity. You know what I'm saying? Like, first 5 minutes, bro, it's the same shit I was seeing last year. Lapse of concentration, you know, the build-up was so poor. Tossing in this game was shocking. You know, that was so really. What do you mean, really? Is this?
Well, you were shaking your
you don't probably forget. Hold on, Deji. You don't probably forget about this stream because you don't think I'll criticize my team, bro. I'll be the first to criticize my team. And if Ches didn't want to do it, I'll do it, innit? Yeah. But yeah, Tossing was poor in the first few minutes, and then you had obviously Levi Colwill, bro. That wasn't his fault, innit?
He ain't had a good preseason.
Let me get on to
the ball away.
Let me get on to him in a second. Let me get on to him in a second, innit? But obviously for the penalty, I don't look at him. I look more at Tossing, yeah, for creating that situation. And then straight after that, Caicedo, you know what I'm saying? That was very sloppy from him. Obviously, that was his first game back and whatnot. It was rust. Some people would say he does that a lot. To be fair, I can't disagree with that. But at the same time, it's his first game back, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But overall, bro, in that first half, apart from the chances that we gave Man City, the gifts that we gave Man City, they weren't really doing anything against
Don. I'm glad you said that. So, Don, that's where I'll jump in quickly. Firstly, you speak about how you had no balance and you're talking about players out of position. Bro, let's just quickly look here at Man City's back four, right? We had
Let me finish analysing, man.
Hold on. No, we're going to... I'll come back, but you just mentioned my club, so now I'm going to defend them. So you spoke about how your club was not balanced, few players out of position. Right. We had Esbrand, who is a centre-back, playing left-back. We had Calvin Phillips, who's a shit DM, playing as centre-back, right? And we had Vardio, who played left-back all last season, playing as a centre-back, right? But I like that you said, because I said to Cass afterwards, I don't know if we were good or Chelsea was shit, right? And I actually will go, I'm more than happy to sit as a City fan and go, do you know what? We weren't amazing. Bro, did you see our lineup? I would not expect that team to be
your lineup. In the group chat before the game. I said, I don't care. I said in the group chat before the game when I saw both lineups, yeah. I said, me with preseason, I don't care about results. But at the end of the day, we should be beating that team.
But what you should care about is, I remember before I went away having a conversation, and I've said the one thing, like, I do think your midfield is probably overall, once they start having, especially if Lavia's there, and you've got all your players and whatever, midfield and going forward, especially if you bring in a striker. But I said the issue at Chelsea is the defence, right?
Like, that's what it is, yeah. The changes that he made,
shit, bro.
Yeah, I know. It was bad. Like, it was bad yesterday. It was bad yesterday, but it was bad in moments. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I wouldn't say that,
bro. Your defense was
bad. It was very bad. Hold on, Dax. It was very bad in moments, yeah. And especially in that first half, we were very shaky. Like Gusto, bro, I don't know what he was sipping on. The guy was moving like he was waved. You know what I'm saying? You had Reece James. Reece James looked a little bit heavy yesterday.
Reece James was doing a walk. He was showing man on the inside and that. Bro,
yeah, bro.
Your whole defense. It looks like you man are trying to play out from the back, yeah. And I'll tell you now, from City first season when Pep first came in, yeah, and we were trying to play out from the back, bro, you're gonna have a long fucking season. I'm telling you now, yeah. If that is what Maresca is going to be trying to do with your defense, you are going to be getting murdered.
This is what I'm saying, though. The performance yesterday was a big difference in comparison to the performance when we played Copa America. Like I said, that lineup that he put out the other day was a lot more balanced, was a lot more fluid in build-up. You know what I'm trying to say? Obviously, you know, with these American pitches as well, bro, for both sides, like, it's shit. And I really hope next year, I really hope next year that these organizers, invest some money and sort out the pitches, bro. Because
it's a Club World Cup next year, isn't it? In America,
shit, bro. It's so bad. You know what I'm saying? So there's that as well. But end of the day, like I've said, bro, yesterday, the lineup that he went with initially wasn't good. When he changed it mid-game, when he brought on Noni, he brought on Sterling, we looked a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we actually created a chance. We looked a lot more. Hold on, Daps. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. Let me finish what I'm saying. Our attacking, we was attacking with a lot more intent. In the first half, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Oh, but it's not, you're trying to put that. No, you're trying to put that. I'm more than relaxed, bro. Trust me. But you're trying to put that credit on when you brought on certain players. No, bro. When you started looking better was when our whole team were under the age of 20 years old, bro. That's when you started looking better.
No. Even before that,
we changed our whole 11 to young bucks.
Bro, even with the team before that, we should have been playing better. But what I'm saying to you is the play wasn't fluid because of how we were set up.
No, you got fluid once we had our youngers on the pitch.
Bro, when he set the team up properly, like I've said, that's when we looked better. That's when we looked a lot more fluid.
It's when we had youngers
Sterling
on the pitch.
Came on. Mudryk was shit in the first half. He didn't do anything right on the right, which I expected that because, like I said, I've seen him play on the right and he's meaty. He could barely play on the left, let alone on the right.
I agree.
You know and then on the left, like I said, we had Gusto there, so we had nothing. We had Nkuku up top. He wasn't stretching the pitch. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, these little changes he made, he took off Tosin. He played Cole centrally, which for me is his best position, playing centrally, because in wide areas, bro, I don't understand. The guy's like 6'4", but he's so scared to go into duels, bruv. Like, at one point, Oscar Bob was running past him. He's doing all this, bruv. Like, I'm thinking, brother, like, go into the fucking challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing all that for, you know? But again, he looked a lot better when he was playing centrally. Badiashile looked better in the wider areas. And yeah, overall, like I said, when he made those changes, Lavia playing it in behind, it just looked better, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It was a little bit more fluid.
And like I said, it's
a little bit more fluid than what it was in the first half.
It's easier to look more fluid and better when you are playing against a bunch of kids.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point, Daps. Even in the first half, your lineup wasn't great, bro. And we still wasn't playing well. Same thing against Wrexham. The way we were set up, Wrexham, our League 2 side, we wasn't that fluid, bro, in that game.
Can I just ask you a question, bro? Don, can I just ask you a question? So, why aren't you giving Maresca the same energy you gave Poch? Because your biggest criticism of Pochettino was that he's always messing with the lineup. He's not all playing the right players, playing them out of position. Pre-season is about shaping up and getting you ready to hit the league. And so far, we can all agree, and you can agree, Don, that Maresca's setup of Chelsea has been pretty dusty. So I want to see the energy. Explain to me why you're not showing the same energy that you were giving Poch to Maresca right now.
Bro, what do you mean why am I not giving the same energy? I literally said, hold on, Deji. I literally said the first thing I said is
he's done very well.
Pre-season is all about trial and error. Yeah, this guy's got a big squad. He's gonna want to try different players in different positions to see if it works. Against Club America, that was our best performance when we won 3-0. Yeah, he went away from that for the next game. So obviously, bro, it didn't work, and I don't expect him to do it again. Right? You're right when you say, yeah, pre-season, at the same time, you need to be working on what you're working on in the season. That's where the balance comes in. So from now onwards, bro, I don't want to be seeing no mad experimenting. Because yesterday there was a few experiments, like Enzo right half space, Mudryk right wing, Gusto left wing. If you're going to experiment, maybe just one position in it, or like 2 positions max. Not bare positions, you know what I'm trying to say? If when the season starts, hold on. If when the season starts and he's experimenting and he's doing crazy things and playing people where they shouldn't be playing, my take will be exactly the same.
Don,
I don't see him doing that, bro.
Don, but let's take away the fact of you had a few players playing out of position and this and that. Yeah, it is because I know that you are a believer in your players. Yeah, like you rate your players. Last season you rated your players. It was all on the manager, not on the players predominantly. Yeah. So although you had a few players playing out of position and this and that, yeah, you had a better caliber of players playing yesterday against a City team that also had players playing out of position and were young and was experimenting, and you still looked shit. Bro,
Daps, can I ask you something? Have
you not realised that's the
question? Daps, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When England were playing in the Euros that just went, when you look at that team on paper, does it look like an amazing team?
Yeah. No, on paper,
What was the chance creation like? What was the chance creation like for England?
Yeah, I hear it, but Don,
answer the questions, bro.
No, Don, I agree with everything you're saying, but you are deflecting. I agree
with you. How am I deflecting?
Right, let me explain, bro. Because ultimately, What I'm saying is you were playing against a City team, yeah, that was also not fluid, right? And you and were also not of a level potentially as good as yours, you would say, the squad. But,
yeah, but bro,
we still managed to get it cooking.
Yeah,
your players just really aren't that good, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah, but bro, this is what I'm saying. You just said it yourself. England had a very good lineup, but the chance creation was shit. We had a good lineup yesterday, playing people in positions where they're not comfortable. The chance creation was shit.
But so
it doesn't take a genius. He wasn't really creating much apart from the chances that we gave you. What are you talking about? We literally gifted you goals. We gifted you goals, bro.
Okay, but what I am talking about
is more chances than you in both halves.
Story, bro, amazing. We scored 4 because ultimately you are shit, bro. We didn't look great. You're just shit. Your players are shit. Your defense is shit. Like,
you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Cass. Hold on. The energy is so different. I just gave you a clear example, yeah, of what Southgate was doing with England. A clear example of what Southgate was doing with England and setting up the team, yeah, in a way where it didn't allow anyone to create chances consistently. I've told you the exact same thing that Maresca did. The way Maresca set up the team didn't allow the team to create chances consistently. And you're ignoring that. You're running straight to the players. You're running straight to the players, and you're not talking about the system.
I'm not, bro.
That's what you're doing, bro.
No, I'm not.
You just said our players are shit, and you just start shouting.
Please,
like a madman.
Don't do that.
Do you know what the issue is, though? Do you know what it is?
I want to hear your take, man.
Do you know what the issue is here, though? If you're going to use the comparison, because England played poor, but they have a good squad, and Chelsea have played poor and they have a good squad, then it's got to be one of two things, Don. This is what we're trying to say to you. It's either the manager is not good enough and he keeps setting up the team in the wrong way, or the players aren't good enough. And maybe the England players aren't good enough. That's why people were turning on. That's why people were turning on Bellingham. That's why people were turning on Saka. That's why you think that Saka's overrated. That's why people were turning on lots of. Harry Kane got absolutely ridiculed. So what we're saying, Don, is you can't get away with the excuse of all of these, this pre-season and this and that, because you've spent so much money that these players are of a quality that are better than Man City when they played yesterday. They're better than what Spurs had last year. They're better than all of these players that have come in, because they cost We did it this morning, Don. Your defence currently costs £270 million. That is almost a third of what that's almost a third of what Arsenal spent.
If you think, yeah.
Hold on, I've sat quiet. Your defense cost £270 million. Now I'm going to give you the credit and Ches as well, because you did make a great point that your defense wasn't all bought by this current ownership. So I'm going to give you that. But when you buy players, when you buy Cucurella for £60 million, your level of demand has to be higher than if you spend £20 million in a player. So, for example, Partey and Lokonga, their levels of what we expect are different because of the longevity of the player and how much you spend on them. So when you spend so much money on your squad, you almost lose the excuse of, oh, well, it's just pre-season. Oh, it's just the setup. Oh, it's just the tactics. Oh, he's just trying things, because these players should be able to be so good. Caicedo should be so good spending £100 million, £115 million, that he should be able to work out and negate a way around making the mistakes that he does and the way he starts the season so poorly and so slowly. Now, no one's saying that. Well, okay, no, I know Dap said it, but no one's necessarily saying that your players are crap. Everybody said your players are crap. Everybody said your players are of quality. But when we look at the way that you speak about your manager and all the research you've done, maybe you've jumped the gun and you're trying to step out of a bit too far, a bit too quickly.
No, he set us up in a way that he didn't set up Leicester at all, bro. We're doing too much now. We're doing too much now.
No. Wait, hold on. Don, you have spoken a lot about, you've done all this research and the way he's set up, and you're happy with the manager. So you've done all of this research. You've spoken about your players. We're not going to go into who you think's better than the players like Fofana and Cucurella over Robertson. We're not going to do all of that stuff. But all I'm saying is, yes, it's pre-season, so we can't leverage anything towards you. But what we are saying is, there are players in your squad that yesterday, no matter what, pitch, tactics, they should have performed better. But what you like to do is you like to constantly move the needle and the goalpost with some of your players. You like to do the thing where you will say, there's this excuse, but you wouldn't give that same excuse to Martinelli. You wouldn't give that same excuse to Diaz. You wouldn't give that same excuse to Kulusevski. And that's what we're saying. So you can't have it both ways. Either all the players you don't rate.
Making sense. One of the first things I did was start criticizing Tosin, bro. So I don't understand this narrative that I don't criticize my team. What you want me to do, what you and Dax want me to do, what you and Dax want me to do is that ignore the fact, right? This is not my opinion. Ignore the fact that Gusto was playing left wing.
Okay,
that Enzo, a deep line.
Let me we're playing out of position, bro. It was the same for us.
Hold on, bro.
With lesser players.
If you're not setting the team up correctly, it is not rocket science. You keep talking as if you're as if City were cutting through us, bro. We gifted you goals.
No, I haven't said that once.
Wait, no, did no one see Oscar Bob's goal?
Yeah, good individual brilliance.
That was gifted, bro. Did you see the build-up for Haaland's goal?
Other than that, yeah, these man
the build-up for Haaland. Our last two goals.
But what you? But I hate. Hold on, I hate when you, because I was told this when we scored one of our goals, we was told it was off a mistake. I hate this whole "we gave you the goal." You realize that
we
looks
literally
worse
gifted them the goals.
but that looks worse on
not
you.
Two of them, bro.
I've already criticized that.
Can I interject quickly? Yeah, I haven't said a word pretty much all.
I just want me to ignore how
first and foremost,
hit done. That's what it is.
First and foremost, let's calm down.
I'd love you to say that to my face one day, Don. I swear. Different character face to face, isn't you, bro? Very different character.
So you, bro.
Really, bro? All right, bro.
Anyways, bar all of that stuff. Let's get one thing straight.
Bro, you know you're lying.
Let's get one thing straight. This is football. Second of all, let's try and let each other land one at a time, especially when it gets a little bit more heated. Yeah, so Lee was explaining something, then obviously Don come in or whatever. Third of all, I think that's a bit disingenuous to just a new buzzword on a bit City. I know you said, yeah, for the press, and I can see what Maresca is going to do, but then why they're onto you so much, just one thing, is that because you put them on such a level and a pedestal, obviously the criticisms is like, that's why it comes so far and few in between. It's like, that's why they're on you, right? The thing is, I think it's going to take a lot more patience than what you've provided, obviously preseason or not. But why I say it's disingenuous, the buzzword, is because even though you force some of the mistakes, right, you're probably going to see a lot of them probably in the season, regardless of preseason. Also, that's also looking at City, the way they pressed yesterday. No one's mentioned how decent City were pressing, by the way, forcing mistakes, forcing errors. And the thing is, what Pep does the most, which is the best at, is trapping, right? So on stuff like that, I feel like, as much as we say that obviously Chelsea weren't as good as mistakes and stuff, but at the same time, there's no credit to City. I haven't heard one person say, look how McAtee chased down that chance, by the way, I think it was Tosin and stuff like that. There's no praise around City whatsoever.
The reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, because Daps is saying, yeah, but we had players out of position as well. I hear that. But what I'm saying is, he's making my point for me, because City weren't playing this fluid football yesterday. Very similar to Chelsea.
That once, right? I haven't
Very
said
similar
that
to Chelsea. The main thing that City did, they pressed man to man, and it worked. It was spot on. They made us make the mistakes that we did. And like I've said already, Oscar Bob was making Gusto look like he was drunk. Oscar Bob had a little bit of individual brilliance. You know what I'm saying? And like I've said, in the game, I saw a performance improve when he made the changes, bro. That's it.
No, I agree. There was much more balance when they came on, but at the same time, as much as there was balance, you have to also admit there was a bunch of young bucks coming on. Let's not act like in the first 50, 60. I thought you come out in the 45th minute a lot better. For the first 5-10 minutes, you look like you're pressing a lot better. But a midfield of, let's just say, McAtee, Riley, Kovacic in a 6, were also moving to you,
Did you not see I was going to say, when you say City weren't looking fluid, did you not see the way we were moving the ball about?
But that's what I'm trying to give a little bit of credit.
I'm a bit confused when you press our steps. When you, like, for example, for that
goal that isn't moving the ball about. Moving the ball about is not pressing. They're two different things.
When Haaland, what I'm saying is, yeah, the patterns of play when Haaland scored his hat-trick, for example, yeah, bro, the way you lot are popping it, that was quick. That was good. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially on that shit pitch, like we've already said. Do you get?
Yeah.
But again, yes, the other day we had more possession than City. We created more big chances than City. Overall, like I've said, it was very clear that lineup didn't work. And I don't expect Maresca to do it again. If he does it in the season, I feel like you lot are just going too early, bruv.
You're right.
You're exactly right. That's better.
I think we're all doing, including me, we're all doing too much with Chelsea when it comes to the preseason. I'm going to admit that. I'll put my hand up. But what I do say, and I'm going to hold you accountable, everybody, every Chelsea fan, is when you put Toss in and you say that he's better than certain players when he comes into the league because he's come to Chelsea, and when you put some of your players like Fofana, who hasn't played in 2 years, and like the likes of Cucurella, who we all saw, and Monch, you can vouch for this, you said from your own mouth, well, from your own tweets, Don, that you wanted him out only in March of 2024. When you say that, and then you say now he's better than Robertson, we need to see these players perform pretty much from the get-go. And what we don't want to see is your manager constantly make mistakes. So listen, we've given you 3 games, 4 games. Your manager's trying things out. Cool. You've done your research. That's, everybody likes to do the whole jokey thing. Cool. You're dedicated to checking out for your team and your manager. But we don't want to see your managers now keep checking and trying new formations. Exactly. I don't want to see Dewsbury Hall not look like the excellent player that you said because he knows Dewsbury Hall for a year. So yesterday, he should have been one of the standout players because your manager knows him. But for whatever reason, I didn't watch the game, so I'm not going to talk again. But what I'm saying, again, you have, whether you like it or not, you put your players in positions and you've written checks. Now they need to cash them. Nobody on this panel thinks that your players are going to cash them. Nobody thinks that Enzo's as good as you make out. No. Nobody thinks that Enzo's as good as some people have made out to be. Nobody thinks that your strike force is as good as Liverpool's. Nobody thinks that your defense is as good as Liverpool's. So you believe in these players because of all the research you've done. So let's not do too much, including me, on preseason. You see, we've got Man City. You've got Man City. You played very poorly in big passages of the game yesterday when they had guys that I have never even heard of. That McKenty guy, I thought he was an
McKenty.
I've never ever heard of him in my life. I've never heard of the fullback. So for me, I'm now looking at your squad, and all I'm saying is, Don, you have said some outrageous things about some of your players. They are better than some of established players that have been there, done it, gone through the grind. And a lot of your players haven't stood up. And it's just like, as we know, Don, if a man from
whoever says better than who? Whoever says better than who, Lee? Listen. Don't just say things. Whoever says better than who?
Your squad is better than my club.
You have said.
List the names of the players and who have said they're better than.
If you've said, just for example, you said Cucurella is better than Robertson. Let's not debate. That's what you said.
Carry on.
You also said Fofana, who hasn't played a kicked a ball in 2 years, is better than Fofana. So you said Fofana is better.
I prefer Konate. Konate. Doesn't mean that Konate is shit.
Maybe I misunderstood that, but you made it seem that Fofana is better, and you said that the levels of Fofana is better than Konate, and you referenced the FA Cup final. Okay, you referenced the FA Cup final, and you didn't reference Konate's great performance in the Champions League final. You've also said that Gusto is better than Ben White. So where we go, and you referenced stats, but bro, as I said, stats is literally a third.
But one thing I will say though, on the positive note, Chelsea, when you did make the changes and marked you, and then put Nkunku deeper, I do believe you've had Gil, is that how you say? Gil, that sounds nuts. But what I will say though, when you did find a balance though, Chelsea moved the ball better, and also Nkunku deeper looks like it just made a lot more space. Bro, and that's one thing Maresca did figure out. One thing I'll give to Maresca in both games, even the Celtic game, is that when he spot the mistakes, he's quick to find a solution to actually adapt. So what I saw on that note was actually probably the biggest positive. Is like
that's my point. I'm only gonna panic here, Lee. I would only panic here if I'm seeing Maresca. Like, bro, we in the first half, we weren't even inverting anyone, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's not his system. He wasn't inverting anyone yesterday. Only in the second half.
100% right. You're right. Your manager. I haven't watched your games, so I can't talk. But you keep mentioning the fact that your manager keeps finding and plugging these holes in your squad and your tactics. But I'm going to keep telling you, I don't want to have to visit my brother, my cousin in prison because they've made the mistake and now they've rehabilitated. I don't want them to make the mistakes from the beginning. I want them to figure out a way from the start so they don't have to end up in prison.
I agree.
you can go prison, you can learn from your mistakes, but we don't want to get there. And you've seen over the preseason, now again, caveat, it's preseason, you've seen your manager make mistake after mistake after mistake, and then after the game. But how many times are we going to keep doing this? Because preseason does give you an insight to what you're going to foresee throughout the first.
Just to round up here before we go to the United game, you're spitting facts. Just one last point I want to make here. That's why for me, in the next game, bro, I expect him to go back to what worked against Club America. The same way when we lost against Celtic, and he said, on the transition, we're poor, our man-to-man marking wasn't great. I said after that game, I expect him to make the changes. He did that for the next game. We played a lot better. He changed it again, and we played worse. So I expect him to go back to what was working, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, we've literally got Real Madrid, we've got Inter Milan, and the season starts against Man City. You know what I'm saying? And we've still got Jackson, Palmer, and Cucurella to bring back into the team. So right now, bro, I'm not panicking at all, bro. It's trial and error. But again, now I expect him to revert to what was working. That's my take on it.
Yeah, that's right. Can I just say, right, what I saw from Chelsea, the main thing was, that would worry me, and this is like I said, it's going back to City first season under Pep, when we were trying to play the ball out from the back, and it just wasn't working. Is that Maresca's style? Is that his style? Is that what he's going with?
That is his style, Daps. I can answer for him. Let me answer for him.
If that is his style, the start of the season could be a bit long for you, because he's good, and that's the same. It's the same at us in our first season, Now the thing is, your fan base and not starting the season well,
it's a bit they're impatient. It's an impatient
fan base, and I just think, like, if I look at Chelsea last season when we played you, that wasn't the way you played, and you were successful against us. I think if you try and play the ball out from the back against us first day of the season, I think it could be a long day. Because
the game before that,
quick one. I'm actually going to defend Chelsea. I don't think that's the biggest problem, because ultimately, if the man, I'm coming from an Arteta point of view, an Ange point of view. No matter what happened, Ange stuck to the high line because he wants to do an investment. With Arteta and Pep, they start playing out from the back.
That's why I mentioned the fans only. That's why I mentioned the fans. The Chelsea fan base won't.
You're right. But that's the biggest issue is we all want to see improvements from last year. Now, the issue that Spurs, I'm going to be honest with you, and Chelsea, they still do the same thing. They still concede hella goals, hella chances. There's been no improvement in that part of the pitch. That's the issue that they've got. That's the same thing Arsenal, and let me not just make it about other teams. The same way how Arsenal haven't fixed the fact that we get chance after chance and don't score because we've got Havertz and Jesus who are not prolific. So let me not just make it like I'm talking about everybody in Arsenal are the godsend of football. So the issue that we have here is for these clubs like Chelsea, you want to see, right, the big problem was you can't stop conceding goals. You can't stop conceding chances. We saw in the first game for Man United, they conceded 22 shots against Rosenborg. What happened the next game? Less shots. What happened the next game? Less shots. So that looks good. They're pressing. So I'm happy for Man United. Chelsea, that's not been improved because you still concede 4 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. Spurs, you conceded 4 goals against I don't know, the A-League All-Stars. So this is the issue that we're seeing here. You are not going to be as good as you think because your defense is rubbish, and you know that. You said that. You agree with that. So there's no. I
don't think the defense is rubbish. I think people overdo it.
Let me fly through this.
They can lapse concentration at times. I don't think it's rubbish though.
Yeah, Vinicius says crazy thing is that probably the most impact player next season will be City only sign player. What? By the way, Chelsea United just makes me sad. They make me sad too. Don't worry, man. Mike Johnson says expecting all-time campaigns from Salah and Haaland, and then DJ said, is it weird to make conclusions of teams after preseason? It's really strange, weird behavior. United, Spurs, Chelsea could all improve preseason means niche.
Just on that as well, bro. It's the perfect place. I want a man to experiment and not do that in the season. Because the problem Poch had a system in preseason that he stuck with all preseason. Then come the season, he starts experimenting. when it actually matters. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one. But moving on quickly, I know a couple of men have to go at some point, but like, if you don't mind, obviously, Man United versus Liverpool. United played well, but there was a couple same issues.
Yeah,
and
I'll go
again, a couple of the same issues, and we got punished with a capital P.
I got a bounce. Listen, the same thing, the same stress, the same pressure that Chelsea get is the same the pressure that Man United should get. I think the reason why you are going to struggle is 1, your manager, 2, you just have no firepower up front, and it's the same issue you had last season in terms of not being prolific, not getting the chances, and not taking them. Or when you do get chances, so you don't take them. Similar to Arsenal, but you just don't create the volume of chances that Arsenal do. So we can win 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, and still win a game. You can't do that because you just don't have it. But I did watch the game. I did watch the first half mostly anyway. I fell asleep after that. I thought Man United were very good. I honestly thought Man United were very good, and it's very weird to take away that from a 3-0 loss overall. But I can't sit here and say too much. Casemiro, bro, I hope you play him against us because that's just easy pickings. He was at fault for us, fault for you. Sorry, you when we played you at your ground because you couldn't get up from the defence. I think he's a huge problem for you. And I think if you can get a few players in, obviously you have injuries again, which is annoying, but if you can get a few players in, I think Man United, they have a good chance. It's just the manager. I just don't trust the manager. I think over the course of the season, he'll do more wrong than good. And
I hear it.
Yeah, that's just where it is. But I'm going to be honest. I think you've been good over the whole course of the preseason. I think you really have. I think you kind of made some improvements. I think Rashford looks like he's ready. I know you mentioned he has one good season, one bad. If he has another good season, bro, that's nice. But yeah, I think Ahmad didn't really see too much from him. But he's 20 years old. That's what you're going to expect from those kind of players. Inconsistency. The Harry Collier guy, I think, thought the same thing. I thought he was actually a bit poor yesterday. I thought he was very inconsistent. But that's not to say he's crap, because you're expecting that from a young player who's learning his trade. But honestly, I thought Man United were very good. Honestly, I thought you did. I thought you were way better than Liverpool in the first half. I'll be honest, way better. So,
what you saying? What are you saying, Deji? You don't give a shit about Man United. Let's be real with
you. Yeah, look, I don't give a damn about them, bro, because I don't expect anything to happen. But I agree with Lee. I think you guys showed a lot of heart. Given how dusty your season was last year, there were questions asked whether the players would play for Ten Hag. It looks like, especially pre-season, it could be that, or it could be all the Malibus that the man them are drinking out in the US, that they seem up for it. Do you get me? The problem is, though, that defense is dusty. I can't lie to you. For me and Onana, there's a mismatch between. I actually think Onana's a good goalkeeper, but the defense make him look very, very poor. I can't lie to you. And unless they get that sorted,
better than Chelsea's.
Well, yeah, I know, but them already, those two teams for me.
I don't think none of them are starting though at the back line. None of them will start in the back line. But the issue is when you say none of them are starting in the back line, it's like, well, none of them's had a full preseason. So when they do come in, it's like you might get fucked up. Regardless of how nice it is, the difference is that one, you got to go get signings to come in to hope they can play even against Man City. Second of all, it's like how up the scratch are they going to get with the tactics and all that kind of stuff? Do you know what I'm saying? That's my issue. And then the midfield, you got no midfield signing. So regardless of how nice it is, the press is nice and everything, and the Man United, not yet. But the whole point is like this is the limitations of the team. You know what I mean? This at this moment, this is the limitations. That's my takeaway from it. It's all nice. Look, I was praising it. I was like, yeah, we play better. I want to see progression. But this might be the result of Man United this season. You might play better football than most teams, but we might lose a couple as well at the same time, whether we play better football or not. Them 2-1s, 2-0s. We're beating Liverpool in a few weeks. Don't worry about that. But other than that, like your other teams like Villa and all that.
Fucking learn, fam. Fucking learn.
What do you mean, bro? Last time you beat us at Old Trafford was when? A couple years ago? 3 years ago?
All right, cool. Although you guys played better pre-season, I can still see United holding quite a lot of L's this season as well.
Can't be more than 14, surely.
You need to score goals. You haven't sorted that out. I don't know, man.
How about the story? I don't even know if these men are getting past Fulham.
Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think.
Wait. That's funny coming from a guy that's not really even confident about playing Ipswich.
No, bro, we should get the job done.
We should.
Did you say should?
Should.
Yeah, we should get the job done.
Just saying, isn't it, man?
Bro, as I said, Cass, I'll be real. From time you're
can I be props?
I just put 3 goals in your bro. I just put three goals in the back of your net, bro. So just have some respect in it. That's what
is it? But last time we punched you that 4, it was just a pre-season game.
I do think though, Liverpool. I think Man United. Your main issue more than anything is your manager, because I think you've got players there that you can get through the hard, rocky times if you have a good setup, if you have a good basis, if the players like him. But bro, that guy he doesn't give me any confidence that he's gonna be able to keep his head in those moments. Even in the pre-season that Arsenal played, he still mentioned an offside goal. Fine, okay, it is. But bro, it's pre-season. Relax, bro. Just think about your team. You're worrying about other things. You're worrying about things you ain't got to worry about. Just concentrate on your team. And for me, I think he's going to be the reason why you don't get to your ultimate goal. Whether he goes in December because he's got a poor start, or he stays for the season and you still have a poor season. That's your issue. That's your massive issue, because you've got quality players. Attacking, you've got good players. Your midfield, okay, fine. It's not got great depth, but you've got players there. Defense, I think you've got a better defense than Chelsea overall. So and maybe
I don't think we do, bro. I'm not going to count. No, they got 4 good 3.5 great fullbacks, so automatically better than ours. Yeah. And then the centre backs, other than Martinez, because that's what we currently got. I can't go off what we're gonna have, because what we got is other than Martinez. I'm sorry.
You got Euro.
He's out. And that's potential.
I'm just talking about the quality.
No, but let's be real. Euro's got potential, but instantaneously, I'm not gonna sit here with Chelsea and say, bro, right now, Badiashile, not for fun, not even for fun. I'm not gonna lie, but Badiashile, disaster. Tossing, they're automatically better than him because they're already accustomed to the league at least, and they're actually decently good or good enough defenders. So on that, you can't rely on 18. Everyone knows how you rely on an 18-year-old centre back.
I think that Euro injury is a killer as well.
It's a killer, bro.
Because before I went away, I saw one game, one half of him, and he looked good, right? And as a centre back, I think having a good start to a season, having a good start to a pre-season as a centre-back new to a club is important, because it gets your confidence up. He's now out for 3 months. He's going to be coming in, November? Yeah. Bro, and
how long is it going to take for a recovery after that?
And then all the confidence he built up in the games, in the pre-season games, that's gone now, because he's coming straight in cold into a league that he's never played in before. Physical. And I'm not saying he won't be a good defender, but it's now a lot of pressure on him, and I think it's just throwing them out. Like, they weren't expecting that, and it's throwing them out. Like, so I think it will, because then now you're looking at Lindelof, Maguire again, Martinez if he stays fit. So I don't know, man, but I can't talk in the game because I haven't watched it. So
yeah, I need to run this. Wolves, you say Ruben Nistelrooy, his appointment is bad as he's as bad as Rooney and Lampard has got. How about Ruben Nistelrooy is one more than your current manager, bro? He's one more than what your manager got. But levels to this shit. What are you gonna say, Lee? Sorry.
No, I just thought you lot played well, but yeah, I got a bad stuff.
Yeah. We saying Don anyways, bro. I'm pretty sure you got an opinion of Fab.
Bro, what can I say about United, man? I'm just
let it rip, bro.
It's one of them ones. I'm just waiting to see who else you lot bring in it before the end of the window, because I just feel like you're gonna be bailed out by quality more than the manager. You know what I'm saying? I've got no confidence in Ten Hag really turning things around like that, in my opinion. But again, it's just the signings. It's just the signings, bro. Yeah, I'm waiting to see who you lot bring in, man. That's the main thing. But yeah. Like Mons is saying, that's not gonna be an easy game against Fulham, bro. You're not playing away. You're not playing at home.
No, playing.
No, it's at Old Trafford, no.
Oh, they're gonna win that then. They're gonna win that then. You already know what happens over there. They can play shit.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna.
Last season they beat them at Old Trafford, no.
It's Buki, but it's Buki over there, bro.
It will be Neo.
I mean, Buki for you.
They did beat them. They did beat them.
Yeah, bro.
They missed about a million chances that game.
Bro, remember Ten Hag's first home game against Brighton? First game of the season.
You lot are not realizing if you don't get.
I think United will be better. Listen, I think United will be better because for me, I want, and I mean no disrespect by this. These men have been starving. These men are 3 years into their project and are only now developing their style of play.
Can you really say? Can you say? Hold on.
Let me land. Let me land.
Question, isn't it?
Let me land. You guys are as far into your development in style of play as me and Don, and we've had our managers for 3 weeks in terms of games, for 3 games each.
Facts.
That 3 games versus your 3rd year. This is what I mean when I say you man are, when I say starving for something. What I saw yesterday was better than what I've seen in a minute. So if you guys do build on that, it's just about getting Rashford back to that 30-goal, low testosterone guy that he is. Do you know what I'm saying? So clone his gal, give him his gal, make sure him and his gal are good. Make sure there ain't too much testosterone up in there. Pause. Yeah. And then again, finish your dinner. The thing is, for me with Ten Hag, it's the man management that I just consistently, I don't worry about, but I look at that as a big thing, is that man management. And you guys are still getting
I hear
injuries.
that as well. Do you know what, though? I'm not going to lie. There's one injury that could work out good for Man United. The Anthony injury.
Oh, right? He's back.
Oh, he's back. Yeah, you're fucked then. Because
no. He's gonna play now. Diallo will still play. I'm pretty sure Diallo's worked his way in. Well, we say that, but
the reason why I think Diallo might is because he's on his last year of his contract. So I think they have to start him, because I think if he doesn't start the first probably
3, 4, 5
games, my man will just decide it's going to be the same, and I ain't signing another contract, and he'll go on a free, and they can't let that happen. So I think you're right. But it's just, I remember last preseason, I watched a couple of United games and thought oh, I'm seeing a style of football. And then the season started, and all of a sudden, Ten Hag's not playing the players in. I mean, a bit like Poch did with Chelsea, to be fair, where they last preseason looked good. Then when the season started, all of a sudden he changed who was starting. But what I've seen of United in preseason, I have looked better. But will Ten Hag all of a sudden go, I'm not going to start Sancho, and Delo's not going to start. Not Delo. Ahmad's not going to start. And
I was just going to say this though, like, is it not? Am I not allowed to get the reset button, like, because Ineos took over and decided they want to change up the whole thing, regardless of what a project is called? Is that not a new project in itself? Because Ineos come in and decide, I want to do this, and this, and you have to stick by this, and that. No, if they are coming in and doing what most owners should be doing now and not just kind of get involved in transfers, but actually saying this is a style of play, we want to see a style of play, then maybe. If they are saying no, you have to have a style of play, it's not about results, it's about style of play, then maybe you're right. I don't know, man. It might be a lot. I can't lie. It probably is going to be a long season for Man United. But what I saw Liverpool though was nice. But I'm not going to lie, once I thought about it again. Yeah, all I've seen from your team is actually as much as I like your press, which is a cool. I think it's sick, anyways. I think there was never going to be an issue. You're basically a counter-attacking team.
Again, and this is the lazy narrative that people need to stop going with, and I'll tell you why. If we consistently play out of the back, and we actually three of the clear-cut chances you got came from me trying to play out the back. So if we're trying to play out the back, how can we be a counter-attacking team? You tell me that.
All your chances came from a counter, pretty much.
No. Again, and this is the disingenuous stuff you try to brand on. You can't brand on by being disingenuous and then be disingenuous yourself.
But I was just
that's not how that should work.
Just saying, and I don't know what you saw, Don, but yeah,
bro, I can't lie. I had your game on passively, man. I can't lie. I was just after our game, I just had it on there, innit? I was watching it, but I wasn't really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But other than that, look, man, we're gonna wrap up there. This is gonna go to Saeed's channel as well. I don't know who else is live on top of that, but do smash the likes if you ain't been here. We're gonna be back tomorrow as well. Big up Don for jumping on as well. You can go subscribe to Don CFC if you're a Chelsea fan or just a rival fan that likes his takes. Monsters.
Yeah, man, I got a new video I literally just put out like an hour ago without that shouting at, man. You know what I'm saying? So you lot make sure that you check it out, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Big Six Bad's nearly on 11K. You know, so yeah, in a bit, and then we'll be back. We should be back tomorrow with something, a couple in a bit.